Alright, so we're back with another 2,000 point battle report. This time it is Tau versus Blood Angels. This is my wife's standard Blood Angel army she's been playing for a while now. This is going to be her first game of 6th edition, so she's using her 5th edition list, trying to learn one new thing at a time. And this is my first time playing Tau in 6th. I think this is the first time my Tau have been in a battle report, actually. But anyway, I have two Pathfinder Devilfish here with Fire Warriors behind them. The Pathfinders are over there on foot, and then also behind the ruin there on foot. And then we have two 12-man squads of Fire Warriors, that big squad there, and another big squad over there. A Hammerhead there, two broadsides with two shield drones up there, a single broadside with two shield drones right there. This is my commander, the white battle suit there, and then his two bodyguards, they are fire knives. And then we have another squad in the back that aren't painted yet, and they are just twin link missile pod suits. And we have a huge squad of gun drone slash stealth suits. It's a stealth suit squad, 6 stealth suits, all with gun drone as their upgrade. So there's 12 gun drones and 6 stealth suits. And then outflanking, I have a squad of Kroot. And then the Blood Angel army is 3 Predators, 2 las cannon sponsons, autocannon turrets, 2 Land Raider Redeemers full of 10 Assault Marines, each with dual melts and a Power Fist. Each squad has a Sanguinary Priest with a power weapon, it's a power sword at this point, and a Librarian in one of them, I think it's in the rear one. And then in reserves is a Vanguard Veteran squad and another Assault squad of jump packs, and they're coming in. Right now Tau is going first. We've already rolled to seize the initiative, and Blood Angels did not get it, and we also do not have Night Fight. We're playing Big Guns Never Tire. The poker chips here, one there, one in the middle, one behind that ruin, one in front of my little piece of terrain there, and then one kind of underneath that Predator right over there. And we're obviously playing Vanguard Strike here. Scout moved those Pathfinders up and infiltrated the stealth suits there. So that's where we're at. We'll back with Tau turn 1 and see what happens. Alright, back at the end of Tau turn 1, and nothing happened at all. I used these marker lights here for my Pathfinders around this ruin to marker light the front Land Raider. I then removed its cover to this broadside unit, so I had no cover from them, hit with both, and then rolled a 2 and a 1. So no damage for them. Then my Hammerhead here fired into the same Land Raider, hit, and also failed to penetrate the armor. So even with strength 10, armor 14 is still a pain in the butt. Other than that, we just redeployed a lot, moved these Fire Warriors up behind over there. That objective was a 2, so nothing of note. This objective here is a Skyfire Nexus, which helps me not because there's no flyers on the other team. Moved my Fire Warriors up, got the 2 6-man squads into the Devilfish, and then moved all the battle suits up behind there. So we're kind of making a push to the middle. So we'll be back with Blood Angels turn 2 and see if they can do more damage than I did. Alright, so the end of Blood Angels turn 1 is much more eventful. The Land Raiders just moved up and then flat outed behind this thing. The Librarian, of course, in the rear. And that one's almost completely hidden behind that stupid can wall. And then the Predators all kind of advanced different angles and fired, and every single one of them at least did something. The Hammerhead is now stunned and lost a whole point. This left Devilfish lost a whole point, just took a glancing hit. And then this stupid broadside lost a shield drone, and then failed his leadership, is now running. So hopefully he'll rally next turn. But that's where we're at Blood Angels turn 1, and we're finally going to get close enough to hopefully do some better shooting. Alright, end of Tau turn 2, and it was a much better turn for Tau. This little squad of Pathfinders marker lighted the Librarian's Land Raider, and as you can see, it is not there anymore. These broadsides up here on top fired into it and exploded it. They did not pin or anything like that though. And then this Devilfish and then these Fire Warriors fired in and was able to kill 3 guys. But they made their leadership, everything stood just fine. And also my stupid other broadside rolled a 12 for his leadership around the table. So first blood goes to the Blood Angels on my turn. That's terrible. All my battle suits moved forward and fired into that Predator there, and actually with glancing hits took it down to 1 hull point. So it's got 1 hull point left. And then they of course fell back in the assault phase, 2d6 inches back here, hopefully being safe. And that was about it that was actually effective. All these kind of guns tried to shoot into stuff, but of course didn't do anything. This one had to snap fire, and then Fire Warriors just kind of repositioned. So we're back with Blood Angels turn 2 and see if the reserves come on and see what happens. Alright, so we're back at the end of Blood Angels turn 2, and it was a gnarly turn for the Blood Angels. All of their reserves came on. The assault squad came on and combat squatted. Half of it is right there, and the other half is right here. A Melta in each half. This one tried to shoot that Devilfish, but missed. So the Land Raider picked up the librarian and moved up 6 inches, and then fired the assault cannon in and actually exploded that devilfish. These fire warriors are inside this little 4-man squad, lost 2, failed their leadership, and are broken, are running off the table. My broadsides were up on top right there, took all the fire from the 3 predators, lost 2 shield drones and a broadside, and they failed leadership and are running also. But still above 25%, so you can still rally, still good to go. The other half of the combat squad landed and melted and exploded the crap out of my hammerhead, so I lost another point there. And then the vanguard landed right in the middle here, assaulted into my fire warriors. I overwatched and killed 2, and then I lost 3 fire warriors in close combat, did no wounds in return, and then rolled a 4 for my leadership, so I stood, which is terrible because those gun drones and burst cannons, what do you call them? Stealth suits, they're stealth suits, that's what they are. We're going to shoot the crap out of those guys, but they can't now, so we're going to hopefully shoot these guys or something. We'll be back, see if I can recover, see if my one last rail gun here could take out this lander before it runs off the table, and see what Tau can do. Alright, so the end of Tau turn 3, and it was a pretty good turn for the Tau. This assault squad here got totally wiped out by some fire warriors and my command squad shooting. My little 4-man squad rallied right there. I moved my devilfish up here to kind of just block that land raider, so maybe it has to go around or mobilize itself. And we fired my stealth suit, kind of moved backwards, but I didn't get quite far enough, only rolled 3 for my terrain. So not the entire squad is in range, but we shot and killed 4 out of the squad of that assault squad, and the Power Fist Sergeant is left alive. That broadside also rallied, so leadership was good this time around. But then the vanguard cut down my entire fire warrior squad, of course, like they were supposed to the first time, so I could shoot them, but they didn't. And now they consolidated 4 inches right next to my twin-link missile pod suit. And my crew outflanked in the back corner over there and did a single hull point to the left-hand predator. Oh yeah, and the missile pod suits killed that other predator in the middle with glancing hits. So one predator down to down 1 hull point. So that's where we're at now, and we'll see what Blood Angels can do on their turn 3. Alright, so back at the end of Blood Angels turn 3, and it was quite the eventful turn for the Blood Angels. This Land Raider moved up, and that Assault Squad moved up, and this is kind of the best part of the turn for me. All of them fired melta-guns into that Devilfish, and all of them rolled 1s to hit. Other than that, the Sergeant that was there, the lone survivor, jumped up and tried to assault my broadside there, the lone surviving broadside, and I overwatched him with a railgun to the face, so he got vaporized. The stupid Vanguard, I just cannot kill these guys. They assaulted in my battle suits, killed 1 outright, and they did no wounds to the other 2, and then I stuck it out in combat, so I still cannot shoot them. They just keep being locked in combat in my turn, so I cannot shoot them. And then the Predators moved up. That one pivoted sideways, so I couldn't shoot rear armor with my crew anymore. And the other one fired in and killed one of my bodyguard in my command squad, but they passed the leadership. So that's, we're at the end of Blood Angels turn 3, and we'll be back and see what happens. Alright, so we're back at the end of Tau turn 4, and as you can see, the Land Raider is still there. I used my marker lights from the Pathfinders back there behind the ruins, and marker lighted this broadside to ignore the cover save on the Land Raider, and hit it, and then rolled a 1 for penetration, so nothing happened to it at all. I had moved my fire warriors up here to kind of screen the guys inside, and I blew them out, and then rapid fire everything to protect the guys at the back. But being as it didn't explode, now they're just going to get tank shocked, probably off the board, and then they'll get assaulted and die. It'd be great. But over here it went a lot better for me. The stealth suits moved off the ruin and assaulted into the vanguard, and actually saved my 2 battle suits' lives. So that went my way. I only lost a single gun drone in the assault. And over here, the Devilfish fired into that Predator, stripping 1 hull point off the side armor. And then the Kroot moved up and tried to make a really, really long assault onto the Predator also, but failed the assault. And this squad took a bunch of fire from all my fire warriors, lost 3, failed the leadership, and are falling back. But of course they're Marines, so they're going to rally and move back on the objective. So we'll be back with Blood Angels turn 4 and see how they destroy me over here. Alright, so we're back at the end of Blood Angels turn 4, and it was just as bloody as I thought it was going to be. The Land Raider moved up and tank shocked my fire warriors, but amazingly they passed their leadership. Then the squad jumped out the front, and the Librarian actually jumped out the side. Librarian went into the 4-man squad of fire warriors sitting there. I did 1 wound with Overwatch, and then he cut them down in close combat. The big squad assaulted my big 12-man squad of fire warriors. I overwatched and did nothing. I actually killed 1 in close combat. It was awesome. But then, of course, I got totally obliterated by that big giant squad. The Land Raider fired its stupid assault cannon into my broadside and did 3 rending hits, and of course he went down to that. So the broadside is dead, so this Land Raider is going to drive around being a menace this entire game. That Devilfish is the man, though. I got 3 penetrating hits in the side armor from that Predator right there, and made all 3 Jinx saves. So he's still good to go, sit in the middle. And then over here, it was an unfortunate turn of events. The Marines rallied, of course, because they're Marines, and they moved that way, and then moved further that way. The Predator tank shocked my stupid Kroot, who then failed the leadership and ran back, got assaulted by the Marines, knocked down to 3, or 4, knocked down to 4. I did manage to escape combat, and the Marines consolidated there, and I only fell back 3 inches. So hopefully I can rally. I can only snap fire, so it really won't help me too much, but maybe I'll kill a Marine or two. There's only 2 scoring bodies left right there. But anyway, that's where we're at. We're going to Tau turn 5 and see if I can at least get a few points out of this game somehow. Alright, so we're back at the end of Tau turn 5, and Tau finally did what they do best. Shot things to death. So this big giant squad right here that was in our face, I moved up with my stealth suits and my command suits back there. Used some marker lights from those pathfinders behind the cover and shot them to death. There's only 3 left alive. They failed their leadership, ran, and I assaulted them with my big giant squad of drones and stealth suits. And then ran them down in close combat. Well, I didn't run them down, but just beat them down in close combat. My other squad of suits back there and my devilfish moved back and shot that predator in the side armor. I had 1 pen from the suits and 1 glance from the devilfish, but she saved the pen with cover because I was behind the ruins when I fired, and then in my assault move I moved back over there further. So I just took 1 whole point off that. The Kroot did rally, but of course they're right next to some Marines, so that won't matter too much. And I snap fired into that squad and did nothing. Got 1 hit, then failed to wound. So that's where we're at currently. I have no objectives at the end of turn 5, and Blood Angels only have first blood currently, but they can easily move on to a couple of objectives. So we're back with Blood Angels turn 5 and see how they slaughter me. Alright, it's the end of Blood Angels turn 5, and they just did a bunch of repositioning and killing some Kroot. This squad here moved up on that objective. That Predator moved back on that objective, and Big Guns never tire, so they can score. And then they fired the Predator and all the pistols from here to wipe out that Kroot squad that was there. This Predator went really fast over to this objective, and then fired, just went 12 inches because it's a Blood Angels Predator, then go fast. Then fired the 2 las cannons in, got 1 penetrating hit, and exploded the crap out of that devilfish, and killed 5 of the firewars inside. There was 6 inside, 1 guy's there, but he did not pin and did not run, so he's a brave little fire warrior. And then back over here, the Librarian re-embarked into the Land Raider, and dual flame stormed my stealth suits and killed almost all of my drones, but they made the leadership and stood. So that's where we're at the end of turn 5 for the Blood Angels. We're going to roll to see if the game goes on. And it's a 6. So we go on to turn 6 and see what happens. Alright, so we just went and did all of turn 6 because there wasn't a whole lot left alive. On my turn, all I did is advance all of my stuff and try to shoot this guy at the center objective, and only managed to do 1 whole point. It was ridiculous. And then I tried to assault with my stealth suits and all my drones and everything, and rolled a 3 for my assault distance and failed. On Blood Angel's turn, the Land Raider attempted terrain and made it through. Shot 1 flamer over and killed all of those pathfinders, and then shot the other flamer and snap fired the other guns into my squad there and killed all of the drones and I think 1 of the suits also. And then took a bunch of other fire into these squads over here, but they survived it, believe it or not, just fine. So that's where we're at right now. I got 1 objective back there, that lone fire warrior, and Blood Angels currently have 3 still. So we'll roll to see if the game goes on to turn 7. That's a 1, so it does not. That's unfortunate. But that's the game. Blood Angels definitely win it with, looks like 10-3. Thanks for watching.